أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today I'm joined by a very close friend of mine. We grew up together in Mombasa, and although he's a couple of years older than me, but suffice to say, we did a lot together. And I'm so glad to have Mohammed Abbas Virjee here. Assalamu alaikum, Mohammed Abbas.
Alaikum salam, Imranali. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much for joining us and agreeing to share your story with us. Really looking forward to it. Inshallah.
Pleasure. One of the things we did together was cricket, Imranali.
Yes, you are my cricket captain. And yeah, I remember that where you were pleading for me to be in your team. I won't go into that, but just trying to blow my own trumpet there. But no, we had some good times. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, Quran. How did it all start for you?
So I think it actually started late, unfortunately. I think later than most people. So I remember when it's probably about 11 or 12 years old, we were reading the Yassarnal Quran, which was something that was across all the households, and we were going to Sikina Auntie Dhala's place. So about 15 minutes from home, and after school, without no choice, we will walk to Sikina Auntie's place. And even just talking about it brings out these memories, the characteristic smell in her house and the way she set up her dining table to accommodate all the students. So I think she played a very important role, not only for myself. I'm sure many of the young boys and girls in Mombasa could attest to this. Is that her dedication and her commitment to teaching us Quran was definitely a starting point for myself.
I think she has probably her students going to the thousands. I feel like the amount of students that she's taught, both within our community and outside our community. So inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her and give her more strength to carry on teaching.
Inshallah, definitely, yes.
So yeah, so she was your first teacher, really, right?
So she was, definitely the first, and I think, of course, the community, and this is where I think we owe so much to the community, is there was that Quranic atmosphere as well, especially during Shahr Ramadan, the darsa that we had, and the teachers. I remember Sajad Uncle Walji was one of the my teachers who was very particular with how we recited. So he set a particular standard as well. And then the local Quran competitions that we had, that Africa Federation had organized, and then you'd go on to the Africa Federation level. So I think all these things that perhaps maybe at the time it was probably taken for granted, but I think thinking back, all these things collectively played a very important role in improving, the recitation.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think we were very lucky growing up in that sort of atmosphere where the emphasis was on Quran. I think to begin with Quran recitation, and I think you're absolutely right, especially with the Quran Khanis and the teachers that we had. Not only Sakina Auntie, but Sajada Uncle, as you mentioned, and the likes of Malim Nuh and all of them. I think they all had a role to play in our upbringing. So no, thanks. Now, really going on to a very important part and something that I'm actually excited about. I haven't heard your recitation in a long time. And I'd be quite intrigued to see where we've reached. So the last time I heard you was probably Sudais-esque. Now, where are we at in terms of our recitation?
No, I think Imranali Sudais has invaded the house. He doesn't leave. Even when we want him to, he doesn't leave.
Okay, Bismillah. You are blessing us with the recitation from which passage?
Surat Naba.
Inshallah. We have it on the screen. So Bismillah, ready when you're.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عم يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون. كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون. ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وجعلنا سراجا وهاجا وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابثين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا صدق الله العلي العظيم.
أحسنت طيب الله أنفاسك. That was really, really beautiful. Took me back to the, rolled back the years. Very, very nice, mashallah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, bless your recitation, bless your efforts, and bless your parents, more importantly, for instilling this. So there were a few things that I was really that really stood out to me in terms of your recitation. The first thing is your pronunciation of the ayn. Now, ayn, especially for khojas, is very it's a very difficult thing, especially the throat letters. How did you initially struggle to pronounce the ayn, or did it come naturally, or and if you struggled initially, how did you overcome it?
So no, it definitely didn't come naturally. I remember one of the teachers, I think maybe Sheikh Uthman in Mombasa, the way he explained it was really, really nice. So he said you have to differentiate it between the, it has to be different from alif.
Yes.
The hamza. So try and make it, put in more effort in trying to make it different from the alif. I think that was a really nice, a guiding point in making the ayn. And obviously, as Sajad uncle used to say, Sajad Walji, he says that when you're sitting in my class, you have to get a sore throat after my class. So you got to really work hard at the ayn in the beginning, and then it'll come naturally.
Ahsan. Yeah, that's so true. I think you constantly almost have to be very conscious about it, right? And almost like stress on it, so that you can pronounce it as well.
Ahsan.
Brother Mohammed Abbas, thank you so much for sharing your story and for inspiring us with your recitation and the advice that you've given us. Inshallah, we can all go on to have that relationship with the Quran as you have. So please remember us in your du'as, and inshallah we can keep in touch.
Ahsan, Imani, thank you for having me, and Ahsan, inshallah, Allah gives you more tawfiq to continue the good work that you're doing.
آمين إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.